Right, so this is Matsuura VMC20. We had converted a few years ago. We still haven't quite tightened it up, but it worked, and we kind of started making parts with it. So we wanted a jog wheel for each axis, which works really well. So you see XYZ, and the fourth one is for maximum velocity, spindle override, rapid override, feed override. And that's what the little switches are for next to the OV MPG. So, and then we also have continuous jog. There's X, Y, and Z for doing some manual slabbing or something like that. I don't use those too often. You can see I have a little program up. I was making a jig to hold some cylinders out of plywood, so that's why there's sawdust in there. So this is linuxcnc running the axis interface. The tool changer is all set up. We use it quite often for doing jobs that we don't do on the Kearney and Trucker. It's been rock solid since we converted it. Here I'm gonna walk around to the electrical box on the right side of the machine and kind of give you an overview, so hold on. Alright, so this was I think in 85 or 84. We reused the servo drives that were with it. They're analog servo drives. We have a few extra we got off of eBay. But if these were to fail, we'd replace them with some AMC drives, whatever. Not a big deal. These work pretty good. Haven't had any problems with them. So here's the Mesa interface boards. It's what is it? It's a 7i80 is the Ethernet board that connects to the computer that's actually in the pendant. I'll show you that too. So there's the Mesa, the 7i90 is in the middle. The one on the left is the analog interface, which connects the spindle analog output and all the servo drive analogs and the encoder feedback. And then up here is some Opto 22s, which are really cool because you can plug them right into the Mesa board. And you can see we kind of we didn't use as much I/O as we thought we were going to need. Actually, there's some things we're going to hook up yet, like drive current trips and stuff like that, so we can kind of have a better idea what's going wrong. But other than that, did I say the right board is a smart serial board that connects some of the other Mesa boards to it. Currently, we only have two, which is a pendant board that's in the pendant to run all the MPGs and the front switches. And then there's a I/O board on the other side, which I will go to in a second. Well, why don't we go there now? Alright, so this is the left side, which has the spindle drive and a lot of the relays in it. And we have a Mesa 7i69 here that's hooked into two Opto 22 boards. This side is where most of the I/O is for the tool changer and limits and stuff like that. Still, we still have a lot more expansion room for doing some other things. So spindle drive still works. If that went bad, we'd replace it with something current, so it'd take up about an eighth of the space probably. But you know, this one does orientation and stuff like that, so it's decent. We haven't had any problems with it. This Matsuura tops out at 6,000 RPM, I think. But so far, it makes us parts, and this machine we got for not very much money. And the Yasnik control, was very flaky, so we said the heck with it and converted it to linuxcnc. No issues there. Actually, this was the first machine that I used the Ethernet interface hardware from Mesa. So this was kind of a learning curve for me too. But no major issues. It went relatively smooth. Hold on here. I'm going to pause you again. So with it on, it's a little louder. We can jog axes around after we turn the machine on. There we go. So you can jog the machine around each axis and run programs. I could actually run this right now, I guess. Run this little doodad here. So, doing a spiral in. I was pretty fast feeds and speeds. I was cutting wood, so I could have probably even gone faster. So this is the one of our later conversions, which was much easier because with a Kearney Trekker we have to actually put servos on it because it had hydraulic servos. So this one it went really quite quick. So I'm gonna shut it down.